Okay, which leads us to our next topic. Newsom. Gavin fucking Newsom. He's now getting treated like a Chad. They're saying he's based because he looks cool. They found a picture of him with a scarf on and some fucking Aviator sunglasses and saying, Gavin Newsom's based. I've lived in California my whole life. I watched him burn this place to the fucking ground. Dude is not based. Dude is the opposite of based. The dude's an actor. The dude's an actor. You can see it in his fucking eyes. He doesn't even believe a word he's saying. He's just saying what kind of needs to be said. Calling him a puppet is low-hanging fruit, but that's kind of what he is. He's just a puppet. He's just a guy who's trying to appeal to his audience. But now he's getting looked at as being a Chad, so we should vote for him. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've seen what he's done to this beautiful state. Okay, I rep the flag. I love California. They're trying to make us leave California. Everyone's going. Everyone's going. Half the fucking people I know left. Half the people I know left. Everyone went to Arizona, Texas, Florida, Idaho. Everyone's leaving. I'll tell you what, Newsom, I'm not fucking leaving. This is my state. I live here. So I think it's time for us Californians to start standing up to this piece of shit. He's not based, guys, because he looks cool. Yeah, sure, he looks cool. You know? Tall guy, good hair, looks good. Got a nice family. Sure, I get it. The optics are great. But have you been living here? I mean, have you seen what's going on with this fucking place? With the homeless? With the immigration? With the insane mismanagement of resources? With the economic policies that have destroyed a shit ton of businesses in this state? His COVID response? His petty politicking? I mean, seriously, guys. We're going to call him based because he wears a scarf and has some aviators? Let's see if we can find that picture. Okay, here it is. You're going to call him based? You know, clearly we don't have that many options. It's 2025, and our two options are already J.D. Vance versus Gavin fucking Newsom. How could that be our only two choices? I mean, isn't there like a voting? You know, aren't we supposed to be the ones who decide who's going to be the next presidente? That's so retarded that we already have our two choices, J.D. Vance versus Gavin Newsom. I don't really even want either one of them. I know I sure as hell don't want Newsom because I've seen what he's done to our great state of California. He's ruined it. He's ruined it. Everyone's leaving. Everyone's leaving. Especially you talk about a city like Los Angeles or a city like San Francisco. San Diego seems to still be holding it down, but SF and LA, in so many parts of the state, are absolutely fucking ruined by this guy and his policies. Why would I vote for this guy? Why in the hell would anybody vote for this guy knowing the track record he has? Is it just an anti-Republican thing? Because if so, that's stupid. You shouldn't just be supporting someone because you don't like the other party. And I'm not saying J.D. Vance is, the better candidate even. I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is there's a movement online that is calling this guy cool, based, a Chad. I'm called a Chad. Gavin Newsom is the opposite of a Chad. Because he has a scarf and he wears Aviator sunglasses sometimes. Because of his physical appearance. And look, I know physical appearance has a lot to do with elections. You study history, physical appearance, vocal presence, just appearance in general has a lot to do with winning elections. So I get that. But so do policies. You got to choose this. You got to choose someone based on what you think the outcome of choosing them will lead to. And I'm telling you right now, if that outcome of electing this guy is anything like what's happened in California, we're in for a treat, boys. We're in for a treat. It's going to get so bad. And I just don't understand how Californians can back this guy knowing that. And I fear that people who haven't lived in California don't know. They don't know this guy, man. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. So we're not going to call him a Chad. He's not a Chad. Okay. Have you seen the homeless? Have you seen the homeless? I was in Santa Monica the other night, having dinner with my girl. Nice patio seating, nice Santa Monica restaurant, by the beach, it's a vibe. Little glass patio. Homeless guy walks by, starts fucking with us. I told him, come on, keep it moving. Respectfully, come on, move. We're eating dinner. Okay? Respectful didn't work. Shocker, asking the methed up homeless guy politely to move out of the way didn't work. Okay? So then we start asking, come on, a little firmer. Owner of the restaurant comes out. I'm pretty sure he's got like a fucking broom or something getting this guy. Come on, get out. These are my customers. This is pathetic. How can not anyone be authorized to come scoop this guy up and take him where he needs to go? This is a major tourist destination for people traveling to California. It's Santa Monica, right? It's LA's one of LA's most famous beaches, if not the. And there's a guy walking around on Fent with his shirt off, bothering people, and we're supposed to all just be okay with it. Okay? That's this guy's policies. That's $100 dinner, by the way. $100 fucking dollars. $100 dinner just to go be fucked with by some homeless. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and everybody knows it. Everyone knows it. It's just no one's saying it. I mean, they're kind of saying it, but no one's doing anything about it. And people try to do something about it, but then, it funnels all the way back up to this guy. Okay? He's the one who's ultimately going to make the call. It's not even going to be Bass, Mama Bass. She don't got that kind of power. It's this guy. He's making the call of what happens to the homeless. Okay? And we've seen them just thrive in San Francisco and Los Angeles and the major cities of California. Because we're supposed to just be tolerant. We're supposed to just be like, this is the way it is. Homeless people walk around sometimes, and they fuck with us at dinner, but you just got to be nice and poke them with the stick. Just get it home. Funny. I don't know if he's being funny. We got someone in the chat. Just get it home. I don't know if he's being funny, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying just go get a home. I got it, right? I can't get a home. I've been working since I was fucking 16, 17. Whenever you were allowed to get a job, I've been working since then. I can't afford a home. It's this fucking guy's policies that have... Oh, it's Danny. Okay. Well, okay, so you know. So you know. What's good, my G? Thank you for tuning in. I think you're the first person who's tuned in. I got a couple bots in here before, but awesome to see I have someone watching. So let's continue, right? It's so normalized. It's so normalized. This guy's completely ruined everything, and everybody knows it. But we're going to look at him with a scarf and some Aviator sunglasses, and we're going to call Gavin Newsom a Chad. Newsom for president would be the absolute worst thing to ever happen. And honestly, the people who are going to vote for this guy, there's going to be some people who are just going to vote for him because they want to be Democrat. But I think the scary part is the people that might vote for him not knowing the type of shit that he's done to this great state. Absolutely burnt this shit to the ground. Absolutely burnt it to the ground. Good looks at the subscription. Thank you. We got our first tier 1 subscriber. Big shout out to It's Me, Demo. Demo! Appreciate that, Danny. So, transitioning to okay, so we got a comment. What is scary is everyone's uninformed perception of Newsom outside of California. You can only understand if you spent time. Completely agree. It's really wild realizing he could very well be elected. Dude, it's such a serious chance of him being elected. I think it's so underestimated how likely this guy is to get elected just based off appearance. Just because he's going to run some social media campaign to where he looks like a Chad because he wears aviators and a scarf. And he reps California, the nicest state. We got the best state. Yeah, you fucking ruined it. So I agree. You really can only understand if you spent time in California. I mean, people have talked about it, sure, but unless you've lived here, you didn't see firsthand what changed. You didn't see firsthand being able to just go wherever you want freely to, now you got to fucking watch your back when you leave the house. You really got to watch your back. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. And look, I'm not saying it's all this guy's fault, but he is most definitely not getting my vote. And it's not on some Republican Democrat team shit. It all boils down to orange man bad. There's such a large portion of Democrats, not all obviously, that could not care any less about anything else. Yes. It's TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. You still see people infected with the virus. Two-party system is ripping this country apart. It completely is. It completely is. Although, what I will say is it's kind of the game that needs to be played right now. To say that you're going to go in there and create a third party, it's just not likely, and I just don't think that's how we win. We being the common sense, reasonable people. I don't think you make a third party, and I don't think that's what you're saying. I'm just saying you see people have tried that over and over and over again, because I agree. It sucks that we have two parties. We got two teams to choose from. Fuck. NBA, you got 30 teams to choose from. Why is a fucking American, I got two teams? And the fact that we just elected a president last year, and I already know my two choices in 2028, J.D. Vance or Gavin Newsom, this shit sucks. I want to choose who I want to choose. And I'm sure everybody feels the same. It's just we've gotten so lost. We've normalized everything. We've normalized all the heinous shit going on. It's a joke. Where's common sense gone? Common fucking sense, where's it gone? How about just kind of understanding that there's both sides to things? Is that a hot take? Is it a hot take to be like, yeah, I kind of see their side, but, I kind of see their side too. I think the truth always lies in the middle. I think the truth always lies in the middle. You look at those things, those graphs where it's like this. It's like I don't know if you call it a bell curve, where it's like, you kind of got these outliers here, and then it stacks up in the middle here. The truth is kind of right in here. You hear a lot over here and you hear a lot over here, but the truth is here. And people need to make their best assessment. Parabola. That's what it is. It's parabola. People need to make their best assessment of what to do with that truth. But to even not acknowledge that there's both sides to every coin is crazy. So we got a comment. Oh, for sure. All running independent does right now is take votes away from your initial party's candidate. I completely agree, but running independent is an actual waste of time. Yeah. The only solution would be entirely stripping parties and affiliation, but that's impossible. I completely agree. Completely agree. I think it's a waste of time if you're going to start saying that you're going to change the system, because you're not. You're not. I remember in college, I was an environmental studies major. I remember in college going to class and them talking about how, capitalism is the root to all of our environmental problems. What a waste of fucking time. What a stupid argument. It's capitalism's fault that we got environmental shit going on. And the solution is going to be to overthrow we need to change the system. Capitalism doesn't work. We need to change the system. I got news for you. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So I think it's in all environmentalists' best interest to find a solution within capitalism that fixes these problems. Yeah, tweeted from their iPhones. Yeah, it's always that. It's always the people that say it's capitalism's fault, but then completely engage in capitalism. But, to their defense, later, brother. To their defense, let's see, what am I trying to say? To their defense, they don't have really any other choice. You got to have an iPhone to even operate in society. So I get it that you can say something with still kind of participating in it, and your argument's not invalid. What I'm saying is invalid is saying you need to change the system to make it a difference environmentally. That's incorrect because you'll never make any progress. Excuse me. It's not that it's incorrect. In theory, that would work. It's just not going to happen. The powers that be are too strong. Capitalism is already way too cemented within our society that you are not going to change it. You're not going to change it. So what do? You pursue capitalistic efforts to do the things that you want to do. You got to play ball. That's all I'm saying. You got to play ball. Whether we're talking about a two-party system, yeah, it sucks, but you got to play ball. You're not going to change it. We're talking about capitalism. Sure, some of it sucks and it leads to big problems, and sure. But you're not going to change it, so find a way within it to change it. That's all we got to do. We got to play ball, just like the rest of these fucking guys.